Hi, welcome to Stable Yoga. I'm Amy Wolf. Today we're going to dive into the element of water in the season of winter. So this is a really interesting time, isn't it? Where internally we want to slow down, we want to check in, we feel the urge to just nourish ourselves and have some enjoyment and space. But yet there's so much going on, all this activity and fire and holidays and busyness and bustleness that's going on. So the juxtaposition of that is what we're going to focus on today. Find the water to flow through the balance of that, right? To just find a little ease. This will be a nice, slow, gentle flow to nourish the kidney meridian, focusing on the season of winter and the element of water. We're going to start in child's pose. So back up, I want you to get your knees close together this time. So feel free to pad your knees or pad your ankles, however you need to feel really comfortable. You can even slide a blanket right underneath your hamstrings. Sometimes that's a little easier on the knees. Take a breath in, slowly start to fold forward. Drop your rib cage right on top of your thighs. Let your forehead fall to the mat, and then slowly float your hands behind you. Allow your shoulders to roll forward, your mind to drop, your thoughts to drop. And I want you to stay here for the next few minutes. And we're just going to breathe purposefully in and out of the backside of your ribs. Often when we're breathing, we think about filling up our lungs and our rib cage and all the way down to our belly. But I want you to really focus on the backside of your body. Okay, this is also where the urinary bladder and the kidneys lie. This is part of our element of winter, the backside of our body, our yin side of our body. So just start to fill that with some energy, some love. Every time you inhale, I want you to envision a wave, cresting, building, crescendoing. And then as you exhale, feel it crash over your body and soak into the sand. And feel it draw inwards, gather momentum, and do it over again. So see if you can really have this beautiful ocean, like there's the visualization of your breath as you're just dropping in here to some solitude. Some time just for you. A little peace, a little quiet. Maybe constrict the back of your throat a little bit so you can make this beautiful ocean-like sound. This ujjayi breath washing over your body. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Once more, take a long, beautiful breath in. And then exhale, slowly open your mouth this time. Let it pour out of you. Gently nod your head from side to side. And then allow your shoulders and your upper body begin to rock as well. Rocking through the right and left sides of your body. Really noticing that we have a right and left kidney that have very similar functions, right? But a little bit different energies. Right? One being fire, one being water. Find a little stillness. Take another breath in. Exhale it out. Slide your arms up and around. Climb onto your hands and knees. Drop your belly. I want you to start to open up through your belly. Cat pose, Drop your eyes to your belly, round and hollow out. Separate your shoulders. Drop your belly, open up, breathe in. Round and hollow out, empty out. Good, and we'll come to a nice long spine here. And let's extend your right leg up and back. Bend your knee, point your toe, drop your belly. Let's take a nice little one-legged cow pose, and then exhale round into one-legged cat, getting into a little energy. Inhale, lift up, open up. Exhale, round. One more time, lift up, rise up. Let's extend your leg and swing it all the way over to the left side of your mat. Shift back and forth right here. Move through kidney one. Kidney one, the bottom of the origin of the kidney meridian starts at the center of the bottom of your foot. See if you can feel that. Just above the metatarsals, just below your toe bones. Find a little neutral spine here, and then gaze and look over your left shoulder. See if you can see your ankle bone behind you. You might feel a little activation along the inseam of your leg. This is your kidney meridian. Breathing into the side body. Stretching into the ribs, the side ribs, the back of the ribs, the right side of your ribs. On your next in-breath, let's swing your leg right out to the side. One-legged cow. One-legged cat. Once again, just taking a slightly different variation. Say that 5 times real fast. Exhale, round. Then come to a nice long neutral spine, and we'll take your left arm to the sky. I want you to stretch from the inseam of your right foot, right around kidney 3 there, and extend all the way up through your fingertips. Round and slide your hand through. Bring your cheek and ear to the mat. You're going to take your right arm up and overhead. Feel your shoulder blades back. Breathe in. Once again, feel the inseam and outseam of the body. Breathe into your ribs. Let's take your right hand right below your lowest rib. This is where your kidneys lie. I want you to take your breath right into your hand here. Ground through the inseam of your right foot. And give me one more breath. Exhale, unwind. Come to a nice neutral spine and bring your knee underneath you. Extend your left leg behind you, toes point towards the sky, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round, hollow out, eyes to your knee. Inhale, lift up, stretch up. Exhale, round, hollow out. One more time, lift up, stretch up, hold it. We're going to swing your leg all the way over to the right side of your body. Anchor through your heel, and again, we'll shift back and forth. Let's see if you can see me a little bit better if I turn back and forth here, belly in. See if you can really feel maybe a little tightness and soreness in the center of your foot. Yeah, hold it, gaze over your right shoulder. Let's look for your right ankle bone. Take a few powerful, purposeful breaths down your left side. And then feel it crisscross into the inseam of your left leg all the way down. Good, hold it. And then unwind. Let's take your leg out to the side. Drop your belly, another variation of one-legged cat and cow. Just let your body move with your breath. So no over-efforting, but no checking out either where you're not paying attention. Yeah, and then find a nice neutral spine. Lengthen out. Take your right arm to the sky. Stretch through your fingertips. Thread the needle. Go under and through. Chicken ear to the mat. Breathe in. Let's peel your shoulder blades back. Really feel the inseam of your foot. Ground down as you peel your left hip bone back and spin your ribs upward. Let's take your left hand around. Find your left kidney. Hands down, breathe in, wherever it's most comfortable for a hand position. I want you to feel your breath meet your hand. Nice, one more in-breath. And then unwind. Come onto your hands and knees. Let's bring your knee underneath you. Drop your belly, open up. Exhale, round, hollow out. Let's come to a neutral spine before we go to our first downward facing dog. Hips high, drop your head nice and low. Pedal your feet back and forth. Breathe in here, extend and lengthen through your spine. Exhale, hollow out. I'm going to change my angle here for you guys. Press through your thumbs, lengthen up. Exhale, let your head drop down. Rise to the balls of your feet. And then ground both heels down. I really want you to imagine, too, this inseam all the way up the back side of your body on either side of your ankle bone, all the way to each sit bone. I want you to see if you can awaken that. Let's hold it. Let's push the mat away and lift your tail nice and high, then ground both heels down. Anchor your right ankle to the ground, and then your left, and your right and your left. Good. And then rise to both feet once again, balls of your feet. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk or tiptoe to the top of your mat. Come to a nice long flat back. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Separate your feet at least hip width apart. Nice and generous stance. Bend your knees really generously here. And then I want you to take your hands around to the kidneys once again. Make a little fist. Thumbs are in, and I want you to just give yourself a little tap, tap. And you can tap, tap all the way down to your booty, to the outseam of your hips. All the way here, even give yourself a little rub, a little tap, a little awakening. Maybe around the tips of the pelvis. You can even use the heels of your hands. One more in breath. And shake out your hands, drop everything down. We're going to slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Ground through your feet. Anchor down. Let's ground, rise up, sweep your arms to the sky. Stretch and grow as much as you can. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's take a deep breath in here. Anchor through your hands. Anchor through your feet. Just feel both sides of your bodies coming together. Right? The fire, the water, the busy and doing and the quiet, the yin and the yang. One more breath. Ground through your feet, sweep your arms out and up. Give me a nice in-breath. Let your hands come through your heart as you soften and fold over your legs. Let your ribs hit your thigh bones first, then your head drop nice and long. Shake it out, yes and no. Halfway lift. Straighten your legs, straighten your spine, suck your belly in. Soften your knees and fold. Roll up slow and steady. Waking up the entire posterior chain and backside of our body. Sweep out and up, breathe in. Hands to your heart. We're going to do that one more time. Sweep down and up. Give me an in-breath. Hands come through your heart center. Soften your knees. Long, strong spine. Fold in, drop in, let go. Shake it out. Give me a breath. Exhale. Come to a nice, long, flat back. We're going to step back into plank. So nice, long, and strong through your body. If plank is too much for you, you can drop to your knees. But I want you to wake up every muscle in your body. Push your 10 fingers down into the mat. Draw your shoulders back, your ribs in, your belly in, your thighs are on, your legs are on, your feet are on, your back of your neck is awake. Give me a breath. And go back to downward facing dog. High plank 4. Again, we're going to roll forward through the balls of your feet. Lengthen out. I want you to awaken every muscle in your body as you get long and strong. And go back to down dog. One more time. Rise to the balls of your feet. Roll forward. Squeeze. Hold it here. Drop to the knees if you wish. Let your elbows come in and skim your low ribs as you go down. My hair is getting a little crazy today. It's been so foggy I can't get it to stay put. Come to a nice long spine. Let's find Cobra Pose. Hands come to your low ribs. Lengthen out. Good. Breathe in. If you're more comfortable with temple cobra and having your hands a little wider, totally can do that. You can keep your hands nice and low, shoulders back, but we don't want our hands in front of us where we're creeping our shoulder towards our ears. So long, strong spine. Give me a breath. Forehead down. Push the mat away. Lengthen up. And then go back to downward facing dog. Give me a long breath in and a long breath out. Let's take your right leg to the sky. Stretch up. And step through your hands to low lunge. Drop your left knee down. Push off your right foot. Rise up, push up, give me a breath. And bring your hands to your heart center. Just squeeze here. I want you to breathe into the front side of your leg. Give me a beautiful breath in here. And out. Once again, just feel the stillness, the quiet as the breath rushes in and floods out. Push off your right foot, take your arms to the sky, and you're going to spin towards your left. Just really come into this beautiful open gate pose. Let's take your arms out nice and wide. Take a little twist of your upper body to the right and then to the left. To the right and to the left. Come back through center, open up. Let's take your right hand down, your left arm to the sky. Just awaken through the whole left seam of your body. As you drop in, I want you to really feel this beautiful kidney meridian awaken in your side body. Nice. One more in breath. And let's take your left hand down. Right arm up, right leg up. We're going to come into a little modification of side plank here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Stretch and grow. If you want to take this farther, you can catch a bind or just hold here. Push down and open up. Let's stretch overhead. And then bring your knee towards your elbow. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch in both directions. Lower your foot down. We'll rise back up into open gate pose. We're going to spin our right toes towards the front, bend your knee, and we're going to come into a nice low variation of side angle. Shoulder blades slide down, lift your belly up. Give me a breath. So I want you to think about, what does your body need and require right now? Stillness, silence, stay put. If you feel like your energy or even your physicality has been really stagnant, you can add a little flow and movement with your breath. Right? Do you need a little malleability in your pose? Or do you need to find stillness? Right? Only you can decide that for yourself. Give me another breath in. Let's come on down. Bring your left hand down to the mat. Spin your left toes back. Curl your toes under. Take your right arm to the sky for easy twist. We'll go back and forth a little bit here. Once again, stretching through the sole of your foot and the back side of your body. Give me one more in breath. And then spin your right toes and your left toes towards the right. There you go. We're going to be in this nice little gate pose. I want you to drop your hips down. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Exhale, hips down, reach behind you. One more time, stretch and lower. Give me an in-breath, hands down. Shoot your right leg up and back. Bend your knee, open up with your hip. You can always modify this by dropping your left knee down too. Let your head go. Let the blood rush through your brain. Straighten your leg high and lower your foot to the mat. We'll take your left toes high and step through to low lunge. Drop down onto your right knee. Push off your left foot. Rise up, settle in. Stretch your arms overhead, back up a little bit. Exhale, settle in. And then stay here. Feel a little bit of action and pressure off your left foot. But I really want you to focus on making space here on the right hip of your body, your psoas. So your psoas is often called the fear muscle. So actually the energy, the emotion of winter is fear. Maybe it's the cold, and maybe it's the constriction. But see if you can really embrace that. Give it a little fire, give it a little heat, give it a little love, a little space. Good. Give me another breath. Nice. And then we're going to unwind and open towards the right. So your heel spins in, back to open gate pose, right? Stretch through your shoulder blades. Inhale towards the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale towards the left. Exhale towards the right. Really ground the inseam of your left foot down to the right and to the left. One more time. Back through center, stretch through your right fingers. Let's take your right hand down, your left leg up. You can tense your fingers or ground your hand down. I want you to breathe here, know and explore, see what your body wants to try out and check out. Find your malleability. Now stretch your arms overhead and then bring your elbow and knee towards one another. Inhale, stretch over. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, squeeze. One more time. Squeeze. Now lengthen. Ground down, rise back up into open gate pose and low side angle. So we're going to bend your left knee, bring your forearm towards your thigh, take your right arm up. Breathe in, twist your ribs towards the sky. I want you to stay here and breathe and really explore. Again, if you need movement, stillness, can be very subtle, but I want you to just let your breath kind of flow you in and out of the pose. Nice. Give me one more beautiful breath. And then take your right hand down, spin your right foot over. Easy twist. Float your right heel, knee off the ground, left arm to the sky, move back and forth. And now we're going to spin all the way onto your right side. Toes, left toes, right toes, all spin towards the side. Push off your right hand. Reach up and over. Lift your hips an inch or two. Exhale, drop an inch or two. Inhale, lift. This has also been called Boomerang Pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. One more time. Stretch up, unwind. Three-legged dog. We'll shoot your left leg up and back. Bend your knee, open up through your hip. Give me a breath. Let it go. Straighten your leg high. Lower it to the mat. Rise to the balls of your feet. And then lower your knees downward. Let's come on to your booty. You can swing your legs around or cross your ankle bones and roll over them. Reach your arms nice and high. We're going to soften and fold. Nice and round through your back. Take your time. I just want you to find like the edge of where you start to feel some stretching. Just stay there for a few breaths. And then what you'll notice is your body will just allow you to go deeper when it's ready. And then we're really interrupting that pattern of diving in to where we think we should be, what we should be doing, what our expectations are of ourselves. And we're just allowing your body to find the spaciousness and the patience that it needs to get where it needs to go. Give me another breath in. Empty it out. Slowly roll up through the back side of your body. Stack your spine. Let's bring the soles of your feet together. Back up your booty quite a bit. So we're not bringing our heels to our groin. We're leaving lots of space. It's yin variation of our pose. I want you to Baddha Konasana pose. You can grab your toes if they're a little chilly like mine are. Lengthen up and then once again round. Use your elbows. Allow your head to drop. Let's go back to the beautiful imagery of the wave crashing up and over your spine, down into your sit bones. And then in the other direction as well. Give me a few more cycles of breath here. Feeling this beautiful release down your inner thighs and the back seam of your body. And stack your spine, rise up. Beautiful. And scoot your booch forward a little bit. Plant your feet, reach forward. We'll roll slowly onto our backs. Nice and steady. We'll take a full body stretch when you arrive. Give me a breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Hug your right knee in. Press it strong into your rib cage. Feel a release of the psoas. Move around a little bit through your hip joint. And then take your knee up and over your body. Extend your left arm or your right arm out. Gaze over your right finger. Once again, you can take your hand to your low ribs. Just below, let the palm of your hand lay just below the ribs. And send your breath and your awareness. Because where our attention goes, our energy flows, yes? So breathe. And surrender. Just notice how good that feels, right? To take a few breaths, to slow down, to do something for yourself. One more breath. Unwind. We'll switch sides. Bring your left knee in. Squeeze tight. Move around. Change direction. Cross up and over your body. Take your left arm out like a wing. Allow gravity to pull you in. Send the chi, the prana, the energy where we want it to go. When we are too busy, our yin, it gets depleted. Our yin are our reserves, right? If you think about us being a well-oiled machine, right? We need water and we need oil. We need to keep everything lubricated, nourished. Our yin produces both of those elements. that originates in our kidneys. It's so important to our vitality, to nourish with our food, with our breath, with our time, with our energy. Give me one last inhalation and exhalation. Unwind. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And we'll find Shavasana. I really invite you guys to just snuggle into a comfortable position. If you need to cover yourself up with something, a blanket, you need a little pillow under something, please do that. And stay here as long as you can. Take a nice long winter's nap. Even a short, quick one can do the soul and the kidneys some good. I hope to see you all on the mat soon. Have an amazing holiday.